The next thing is I would teach people exactly how to set appointments. I would role play that with them to get them to do that. So let's say I was talking to Dak, okay? I'd say, Dak, this is what I want you to do, all right? When you call, your buddy, John or Bill, whoever it is, this is what I want you to do. I just want you to call him and I want you to say this. And this is exactly what I would say. Say, call him up, chit chat a little bit. How's your wife? How's Sue? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, listen, Dak, the reason I'm calling is I am just getting started a new business. I'm actually really excited about it. I have not been this excited about something in a long time, and I really think it has tremendous potential. In fact, I'm kind of weighing and thinking about I might want to do this as a career, or actually change careers. I've been involved in the jewelry business for a while now, and I'm doing fairly well at that. But man, this thing has so much excitement, so much promise to it. I'm really thinking about possibly making a career change. Would you mind meeting with me and allowing me to show you what I'm doing, and you take a look at it and kind of pick it apart and see what you think about it? And who knows, if you see something you like, you may want to do something. That's not important. If not, no big worries. There's no obligation. I just would like to show you. And then at that point, you can decide what you think about it and give me your feedback and help me out. Would you mind doing that for me? Would you meet with me for a few minutes and let me do that for you? And then what I would do in doing that is what I want to do is I just want to get the appointment. I really do want their opinion. Of course, I'd love to recruit them into my business. Of course, I'd love to make them a client if possible. I think that's why it's important when you're doing this that you don't say things like, listen, I'm not going to sell you anything. Of course, that's not true. If it makes sense for them to become a client and they see value, I'm going to sell them something. But that's not my number one intention. My number one intention is to sit down with them. If it makes sense for them, if our products and services make sense for them, of course, they should probably go ahead, and I'd love to help them. I'd love to share the opportunity with them because, of course, again, if they're not going where they want to go in their careers, right, in the current job, if I can show them this has, much more potential than what they're currently doing, and it's pretty exciting, I want to give them the opportunity to see that as well. But what I really want is I really want the appointment. Whatever happens at the appointment, it doesn't matter. I'm not really that concerned about that. I want to get the appointment. If I'm being trained by a good quality field trainer and they are in the right market and they need the products and services we offer, or they're looking to do something different, we're going to do that. That's going to happen. The main thing I want to have with a new recruit, what I want them to do is simply to get the appointment. So I want them to be very, very non-confrontational, really casual. If a person says to you, hey, listen, I'm not really interested, say, listen, I understand that, but maybe you might be able to take a look at this and you may find somebody that may be interested, or you may know of somebody and you can point me in that direction. Would you mind doing that for me? Listen, I don't expect you to do anything. I would never use, sometimes people are a little hesitant, and I would tell that new person to say to their friend, listen, I would never use our relationship to try to get you involved in something you didn't want or need. I would never do that. I would never waste your time in that way. I hope you think enough of me to know that I would never do that. I really need your help. I really like you to look at this. I am super excited. I am really thinking about possibly making a career change. It's that good, I think, and I'd love for you to take a look at that and give me your feedback. Would you help me out? And that's the way I would do it. And I did that, and that's how I would get people to set those appointments. And then we'd go on the appointments, and if it made sense, we did business. If they saw and they got excited about the opportunity, we would recruit them. And sometimes none of that would happen. And sometimes we would just, they would like what we did, and they were maybe doing all the right things. That was rare. But, and we just got referrals. It doesn't really matter. What we want is the appointment. We want to have a chance. Remember I said this earlier, nothing can happen without an appointment. My main concern with the new recruit is to get them to get on appointment so I can show them how great our business is, how easy and simple it is, and how receptive people are once they really see what it is, okay? So that's how I would teach somebody to set an appointment. And I did this role playing with the new people. I would do this with you until you felt very comfortable with the process. One thing I found out with new trainees, if they don't feel really comfortable with how to set those appointments and knowing exactly what to say, they don't call anybody. So you've got to role play that. You've got to go over that several times with your trainer to get yourself to the point where you feel really comfortable with doing that, where it's not scary anymore. And we'll teach you how to do it. It's really easy to do.